Let's be honest, we all clean some things far too often and completely forget others even exist. Today, we're tackling one of life's biggest domestic mysteries. How often should you actually clean things? I'll walk you through the ideal cleaning schedule for stuff that most people will often get wrong, so you can stop over cleaning, under cleaning, or just do what really matters. Well, I'm Lee and I founded Vapor Clean back in 2012. We provide domestic and commercial specialist cleaning services as well as commercial contract cleaning services. We turn over millions of pounds a year and we employ hundreds of people right here in the southwest of the UK. And it's my job to stay ahead of the competition, keeping up with modern technology and methods to clean better. This channel is designed for two reasons. Obviously, it is for promotion, but secondly, it is to give a little bit back to you, our viewers, and help where we can. So please sit back and enjoy this how-to video, which is designed to help you clean quicker, better, and faster. Bedding first. Did you know we shed 0.5 kilo of skin cells a year? Lovely, right? So how often should we clean the items of our bedding? We should be cleaning our sheets and our pillowcases once a week. That's because oils, sweat, bacteria and skincare residue accumulate and can irritate skin or trigger allergies. Frequent washing reduces dust mite allergens, according to NHS Allergy UK. Okay. Dust covers should be cleaned every 2 to 3 weeks because they accumulate fewer oils than pillowcases, but still harbour bacteria and dead skin over time. Mattresses should be vacuum and steam cleaned every 3 to 6 months to kill dust mites and bacteria. Obviously you can't wash a mattress in a washing machine, but vacuuming removes deep allergens and heat kills dust mites. Heat treatment reduces mite populations, so whether you can steam clean or have a professional come in to fully clean your mattress and remove the staining, you should be looking to get this done every 3 to 6 months. You'll sleep better, literally. Now, if you think towels are self-cleaning because they clean as they dry, think again. They trap moisture and bacteria fast. So bath towels should be cleaned every 3 washes. Even clean skin cells carry bacteria. So when a towel stays damp, bacteria multiply. Hand towels should be cleaned every 1 to 2 days, especially in shared bathrooms. Shared bathrooms equals shared bacteria. Disgusting thought, particularly in family homes. Hands often aren't washed thoroughly, therefore the bacteria gets transferred to the towels. Kitchen cloths should be cleaned daily. Kitchen cloths have been shown to carry more bacteria than your toilet seat in multiple hygiene studies. So why would you clean them any less than on a daily basis? Then we have the big one, the kitchen. It's probably the cleanest looking room, but also the dirtiest for bacteria count. When did you last deep clean your fridge? Because this should actually be done at least monthly. Wiping the shelves, tossing out expired food and disinfecting handles. In a busier household, we would do it, in a busier household or in an office environment, we would do this weekly. Why? Because listeria can grow in refrigerated temperatures and old spills spread bacteria. Your microwave should be cleaned at least weekly or after every spill. The lemon and water steam method works brilliantly. Why not click that link above and go and check out our how-to video on that one. Whichever method you choose, it is really important to ensure you clean your microwave on a weekly basis. Food splashes equal mold spores. Steam loosens the grime and disinfects as it goes. Your kettle should be descaled every 4 to 6 weeks. Within your kettle, lime scale builds up, affecting taste and efficiency. So it's really important to regularly descale and disinfect. A great method is using citric acid or white vinegar. Again, click the link above and you can watch the quick how-to video for the quickest, easiest way to clean your kettle. Now we have one of the most debatable appliances, and it's why I'm sat in front of the oven now. We should be cleaning our oven every 3 to 6 months depending on use. Now, I'm going to caveat that. In a busy household, if you like cooking roast dinners, joints of meat with open top, no foil, that is the hardest ones to clean. As a professional, we recommend that you at least wipe your oven out on a weekly or monthly basis, depending on how often you use it. But you should either carry out or have a professional clean completed on your oven every 6 to 12 months. A professional clean goes deeper. It dismantles the oven and provides a full clean, which extends the life of the appliance and makes it more efficient. So it is really important to keep on top of that. But you can do your part and spread that out by regularly cleaning your oven yourself. Floors and carpets. We should be vacuuming 2 to 3 times a week. Daily if we have pets or allergies. Dust mites, pollen and pet dander accumulate fast. And carpets effectively are the filters of our homes. If we don't keep them clean, if we don't vacuum regularly, we are affecting the air quality within our homes. We should mop weekly for kitchens and bathrooms, fortnightly for others. The higher the traffic area, the more often we should mop. But remember to keep the moisture low, stick with microfiber mops, and try to reduce the moisture used. Hard floors collect bacteria from shoes, spills and bare feet. So it's really important to make sure that we are keeping the surface clean. But don't overdo it. You don't want to be mopping more often than not. And how often should you actually be deep cleaning your carpets? Well, dirt gets compacted into fibres and acts like sandpaper, wearing the carpet down, helping it to compact tightly and shortening the lifespan. Plus, as I've already said, they act as the filters for your home. So you should be deep cleaning your carpets every 12 to 18 months. And believe it or not, that is recommended by carpet manufacturers as well. It's not just us professional carpet cleaners trying to get you to have them cleaned more often. They are a really important part of your home, not just for aesthetics, but for air quality and so much more. Then we have a few forgotten items. Remote controls and light switches. Remember to clean them weekly at least. They're high touch points and that means they equal high bacteria transfer. Door handles, same thing. High touch point, high bacteria transfer. Clean them at least weekly, more if it's a busy household or an office environment. Toothbrush holders, again, clean them weekly. They are absolute germ traps. They collect toothpaste drips full of bacteria from the mouth. Now, how often do you clean this one? Reusable water bottles. We should actually be cleaning them daily. Moisture plus warm hands equals bacteria paradise. Mobile phones, wipe them down daily. Multiple studies found phones often contain more bacteria than a toilet seat. So why would you want to put it to your face? It's not all bad news though. There are some things that you can clean less. Not everything needs constant cleaning. Your curtains, for example, they should be cleaned every 6 to 12 months. Windows actually don't need cleaning that regularly. It's recommended every 2 to 3 months. Walls should only be cleaned once or twice a year. Dust settles, but bacteria transfer is minimal on these surfaces, and over cleaning can damage finishes, especially on painted surfaces. Over cleaning painted surfaces can wear the finish and make marks worse. So remember, cleaning isn't about doing more. It's about doing what actually matters. Stick to this rhythm and you'll save time, energy, and probably a few arguments at home. And if you want to know more about how to clean better, faster, and for less, click here to check out some more of our fantastic how-to videos. Or if you want to check out some oddly satisfying cleaning videos, click here to see us in action with some of our Clean With Me videos we've previously uploaded. Thanks very much for watching. Please do click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.